Welcome back to my YouTube channel MSN by Asif. Today I am going to share a story of ROSC. So what is a ROSC? So ROSC is basically return of spontaneous circulation. So let's start the story. So basically a 72-year male received in the ER with a history of unresponsiveness since 5 minutes. So we received this patient. So what we did here? So first we check the pulse and respiration. There is no any pulse and there is no any respiration. Then next what? Then I press the code blue button. You can see here the code blue button. So I press that code blue button and then immediately I started the CPR. So I already initiated the CPR and activated the code blue. Meanwhile, doctor came to the head end and doing the ambu. Two of my colleagues came for help. So one of my colleague attached the DFib pads to the patient. These DFib pads are working as a dual role. One is going to show the ECG in the monitor and another is giving the shock to the patient directly. Then another colleague came for help and taken the IV access. And one of the doctor is doing the ABG. So in my previous video, I have explained clearly what is the importance of the ABG in CPR. So here 2 minutes of cycle completed and we check the pulse. So this rhythm we called as a systole and we check the manual pulse also. There is no any pulse in the patient. Then what? I started again the CPR and as per the ACLS protocol, we given 1 mg of adrenaline. Meanwhile, ABG report came and it shown the low pH, low potassium and low bicarb. As per order, we given the potassium correction, bicarb 50 mg and we continue the CPR. Second cycle of CPR also done. Now the time of checking the pulse and rhythm. So which rhythm it is? Broad QRS complex. You are able to see the heart rate. This rhythm we called as ventricular tachycardia. We check the pulse. There is no pulse. Then what we are going to be called it? Pulseless ventricular tachycardia. Now, pulseless ventricular tachycardia is shockable or non-shockable rhythm? Yes, obviously it is a shockable rhythm. We have to give the shock. So we deliver the shock over there. How we deliver the shock? First, we attach the pads already. Then we turn the regulator from monitor to respective joules. We selected the 200 joules now. And then we have to be click on charge button. Once the joules are attained by the defibrillator 200 joules, then it gives the beep. At that time you have to be tell I clear, you clear, all clear. When I said all clear, no one is going to be touch the patient and then I am going to be click on charge button. You are able to see shock is going to be delivered. Next what? Continue the CPR. So after that we seen this rhythm. So this rhythm is what? You can see the P, QRS, T. And then we check the pulse. Pulse is present. Means you achieve ROSC, return of spontaneous circulation. Wait. Wait, what happens again? Heart is cheating with us. Yes, what happened? So I can't feel the pulse. We check the monitor. Monitor is going to show this disorganized rhythm. There is no PQRS anything over there. There is no any heart rate over there. Which rhythm it is? Tell me. Yes, ventricular fibrillation. We also called VFib. This ventricular fibrillation is shockable rhythm or non-shockable rhythm? Obviously, this is a shockable rhythm. So what we are going to do? We are going to give the shock and then we started the CPR again. Then as per the protocol, we given the second dose of adrenaline and started the CPR again. Now, these all rhythms are disorganized. Then we supposed to give amiodarone. So we given the 300 mg of amiodarone in 30 ml of D5. So we supposed to give in 100 ml of D5, but in the CPR situation, we can give in 30 ml of D5. So here I continued the CPR. And then the third cycle of CPR also done. Now the time of checking the pulse and rhythm. So we got this rhythm and we checked the pulse was there. Now this rhythm, which it is, P is there, QRS is there, T is there, and you are able to see the heart rate. The RR interval is the same. Then this is called normal electrical activity of heart, normal sinus rhythm. We check the pulse is there, so we call normal sinus rhythm. Sometime what happens, this type of the rhythm came when there is no pulse. At the time we call pulseless electrical activity, but here the pulse is there. What it means? Yes, finally we achieved ROSC, return of spontaneous circulation. Then we did the ECG. In the ECG, ST changes was there, and then we shifted the patient to the cath lab. So before cath lab, we did the central line, arterial line, everything, and then we shifted the patient to the cath lab, and then from there the patient got shifted to the ICU. So by this way, we saved someone's life who came as broad dead. There is no pulse, there is no respiration. But after doing all this, as per the ACLS protocol, we achieved the ROSC. There are some other things are also there, like we have to be study about the H and T's. So these are the reversible causes. So we are going to be discuss that in the separate video. So here we are going to be correlate our story with the AHA 2020 ACLS protocol. So first we check the pulse and respiration. Yes, yeah. Then we started the CPR because there is no pulse and respiration. Then we check the pulse. So that was the first pulse. That first rhythm was shockable or non-shockable? Yeah, that was a systole. That is non-shockable rhythm. So we already taken the IV access and we given the adrenaline to the patient. And then what happened? Suddenly the rhythm changed to ventricular tachycardia. Which one? Pulseless ventricular tachycardia. Now we supposed to give shock. Yes, and we given, yeah, we given 200 joules of shock to the patient, correct? Then again we check the pulse and we got normal sinus rhythm. So we got a ROSC. But suddenly again the rhythm changed. Which rhythm came? Ventricular fibrillation. So ventricular fibrillation is shockable or non-shockable? Yes, shockable rhythm. So we given shock? Yes, we given the shock. Again we started the CPR and then we given the second dose of adrenaline, correct? And after giving of all these things, we achieved the ROSC, correct? We achieved the ROSC and finally the patient got survived. So this is the protocols guidelines of the AHA 2020 which we followed in this video. So apart of that, there are 5H and 5Ts that we are going to be discussed in a separate video. I hope you all enjoy my video. The motto behind this video is that I am going to share my story and going to be correlate with the AHA guidelines of the ACLS. So I think I have clear most of points. If any suggestion you can given in the chat box to me. So that's it. You can share it, subscribe my channel if you're not subscribed. Thanks for watching.